Hello, my name is James Sparrow and this is Gaming 2024. I'm joined now with Gabrielle Richmond, the account executive at Prodege. Gabrielle, hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
No problem.
Talk to me a bit about Prodege and what you guys do, please.
Yeah, so we're in the rewards space. We're kind of one of the early rewards networks, is kind of how the gaming companies would know us. I work with a lot of the Israeli gaming companies, and what we do is we have members who log into our different sites and apps that we have, and they can essentially play games and get rewarded for doing so along the way. That's kind of, in touch with the gaming side of things.
Wonderful, thank you so much. So talk to me a bit about the gaming industry generally. What's it looking like now compared to maybe 1 year ago or 3 years ago or 5 years ago?
So I'm actually relatively new to the gaming space. I joined this space less than a year ago, but from what my colleagues have told me and what I've seen, from kind of the inside, is that it seems like competition is growing. We kind of sell ourselves as this network that has a lot of traffic. We have millions of members that are coming on our different sites every month. But essentially kind of internally, all these games are kind of competing against each other for traffic. Bids are getting higher, the cost per install, especially this time of year, with holidays. So that's kind of skyrocketing, and, it's kind of like, how do we manage these growing pains? Prodege actually has been around for almost 20 years, and we kind of started as more like an e-commerce shopping site. The gaming has really taken off in the last 2-3 years, I would say. So kind of like navigating that space, and how do we kind of, spend more money into getting gamers and people who are going to spend money, and kind of convert our, shopping members into gamers as well, and kind of just trying to look ahead as well. Yeah.
Well, it's quite interesting because you mentioned the link between the shoppers and the gamers, and there's a gamified experience with shopping online, and then a lot of the games can kind of, you shop for tokens and stuff, so
for sure.
They're very connected. So talk to me a bit about your end user, your gamer user, or your shopper user. It depends. What is that person like, and how do you help them get the best experience?
Yeah, I mean, we have a huge user base. I would say majority is actually female, middle age. That's like our biggest demographic. So a lot of these casual games, puzzle games, are performing really well, and yeah, I mean, we've been able to help a lot of users, actually, people think of incentivized traffic, that people are just coming for rewards and leaving, but we've, had member stories where we've been able to really help members save up points for, many years, and actually do big things, go on trips and things like that, help them get cash back on their weekly shopping. So, we have, I think, coming from this shopping space, we have members who are comfortable spending money on our sites, they're loyal, and that has translated well into the gaming space. And I think that's probably given us an advantage over some of the newer companies that are coming in and kind of building this network from scratch, is kind of having this long historical standing user base has really helped us. So now we are focused on bringing in gamers, but I think the shopping does translate into people who are going to make purchases on the games, which obviously contributes to the goals of the gaming studios who are looking for return. For
sure, amazing, thank you. Final question, AI. It seems to be everywhere, everyone's talking about it. What is the role of AI for you folks specifically, and how you help your operation operate?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, AI, I don't know if it's infiltrated our space as much yet, specifically where I'm at. I use it on my end I'm a salesperson, so I use it on my end to get ideas of, new messaging strategies and things like that. You do see a lot of gaming companies that are definitely trying to implement AI into, their user flow and their monetization strategies. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look yet. I'm definitely not the expert on AI, but it'll be interesting to see kind of how these new trends take over. Things are changing constantly in this space, so it'll be interesting to see in 2025.
For sure. You took the words out my mouth. We can come back here at Gaming 2025.
Yeah, next year. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about all the effects it's had.
Yeah.
Until then, we have a year ahead to look toward. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Cheers, thanks.
Thanks.